You are under the sphere. I will read the call and sit, kill the walls. Who come you want to?
What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus Remake Edition. In the last episode, we took down Kuromori the Wall Shadow, or you could just call him the glorified Electric Gecko, but Wall Shadow sounds a little bit more cool. Anyways, in this episode, we're heading off over that direction, over yonder, to the smoke in the distance. Or I guess you could call it fog. I'm pretty sure it's fog. It's actually, I think it's supposed to be mist, but that's a pretty black mist there, game. So I'm not fully buying that one, but we're heading over that way nonetheless because that is where the location of the next Colossus is. One of the more unique and mysterious locations, and actually one of the few locations that I can confidently say was not the original intended location for this fight, and we'll discuss that more at a later time. But Colossus number 9, who we're about to encounter, was not intended to be fought in this area at all. In fact, he was originally intended to be fought in a cave, a closed off underground cave. But in the final release, he is over here. Which, no, this is not a cave at all. This is in fact a giant open plain filled with geysers and springs. Well, they're not springs. They're more like sulfur puddles, I suppose. It's not a pretty looking place. It's actually kind of ugly. But we're gonna head over that way nonetheless, and we are going to encounter Colossus number 9. So if we can go all the way around this, there is a bridge that we're gonna have to cross. Now, one thing I do want to point out as we come closer to this Colossus is that in the initial preview version of Shadow of the Colossus that came before the actual PS2 version released, this little crevasse, I suppose, underneath this bridge was actually filled with water. This was not just a drop-off. There was actually water in there. So that is something you should take note of. For future reference, it's not really important at all to this fight, but as we head on in here, we are going to want to take note of these geysers here and continue on into this cave, this giant cave. Remember I said we don't fight him in a cave? Well, we don't, I promise. However, there is certainly a cave in this fight. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Bassaran the Storm Echo. Oh gosh. Move. Crap. Okay, we got out of there just in time. Woo! Yeah, you don't want to be running into any trees. Okay, well, meet Bassaran the Storm Echo. This guy is a jerk. Oh my gosh, is he ever a jerk. This is the Turtle Colossus, the Tortoise Colossus, whatever you would prefer to call it, and we need him to follow us. Now, Bassaran, you have to be on your horse to fight this guy. Just because of the sheer fact that if you are not, his attacks will hit you. There's no way of avoiding them otherwise. So you do need him to follow you. Okay, yes, I get it, Aggro. You're upset. Now, I need you to stay right there, buddy. Now, if you could, please, rear up onto your hind legs. And we're going to move. Perfect. Okay, so if I can keep him right there and I don't want him to move too much. Don't move too much, please. But come forward just a hair. And that's a boy. Come on, keep doing it. There we go. Okay, well, he shot my horse, which honestly I think should be okay. Can you move forward, please? Come on, Bassaran. I know you can do it. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, so now that this geyser is pushing him up, the undersides of his feet are exposed. So you're going to want to take your bow and shoot each one of these. And not get hit by the other foot. There we go. Now watch. I love that. Aggro, come here, buddy. We need you. Okay, so we're going to want to hurry. Although we actually have plenty of time. But it's still worth hurrying. Don't linger for too long because he will eventually get up. So you're going to want to hurry around to the other side of him as fast as possible and start climbing up his stomach. We do not need aggro for this fight any longer once we have made it atop him. Bassaran only has one weak point in both the normal and hard mode versions of this game. So what I advise you do is you climb up here, get onto the shell, and you're going to want to get up by one of these ledges. And Wander should grab on. Oh, you know what? That is even better. Or he could just flop up onto the shell. Usually he grabs onto one of those ledges, but he did not this time. So while he's shaking like this, just hold your ground. Don't move. Don't try to move. You will get flung off really easily if you do. And then as soon as he settles down, we're going to want to go to the head. And that's also a possibility. Oh my goodness, he flung me back onto his shell. Thank goodness. I'm actually kind of glad he caught me. Alright, hold on there, Bassaran. I need to get to you. Don't you dare toss your head back. There we go. So luckily he moves pretty slowly, but this gives us chances to stab him in the head. There we go. So he has actually two shaking animations as opposed to one. One of them is to toss his head back like so. The other one that he has is actually to toss his head side to side, which is a little bit longer lasting and actually easier to interrupt, but definitely drains your grip a lot more, as you can see him do it now. But luckily, I have so much grip, this is really not going to be an issue. Alright, we almost got him. One more fully charged stab ought to do it. Oh my gosh, he has a sliver left. Come on! We got this! You're going down, turtle boy! I am your king after all. Wander, come on! There we go. And that is it for Bassaran, so let's get out of here if we can, but I don't think we're going to be able to get very far. Aggro, where are you at? Oh, there he is! Oh, we almost made our getaway. But as is the usual, not this time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus. I hope you all enjoyed this very short episode very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one.